I saw you with her.
How could you do this to me?
My life collapsed the day I uncovered my wife's infidelity. Even though I gave her a chance to salvage our marriage under strict boundaries, I'm still torn between relaxing those rules or accepting that trust is permanently broken and moving on. A close friend advised me that if trust can't be rebuilt, divorce may be the only path left. I'm 30, she's 31, and we've spent 5 years together. But last year, she destroyed my trust with someone from her own circle of friends. Normally, she came home from nights out around midnight. That night, though, she stumbled in at 5 a.m., drunk, distant, and silent for days. After pressing her relentlessly, she finally confessed, and her admission shattered me. I had always felt uneasy about her constant bar and club outings, especially since that man was often part of the group. Still, I never doubted her loyalty until that night. Crushed, I packed a bag and walked out. She pleaded for me to stay, but I needed space. I stayed at a friend's place for several days before agreeing to meet her again. When we talked, she poured out apologies, swore it would never happen again, and promised to do whatever it took to mend our relationship. I agreed to try, but only with firm conditions. She had to cut all ties with the man she cheated with, give me unrestricted access to her phone and computer, and avoid bars or clubs unless I was by her side. She accepted without hesitation. Over time, she drifted away from her entire friend group since they remained connected to him. I never told her to cut them off, but she said it was too painful to stay close while keeping her distance from him. I haven't checked her devices, and although I've joined her on outings when I could, nightlife has never been my scene. Still, something between us feels hollow now. I've considered loosening the rules, but the wound from her betrayal remains raw. When I confided in a friend, he didn't sugarcoat it. If I can't trust her, the marriage should end. His words echo in my head. I still love her, yet the happiness we once shared has faded. She insists she's happy with me, but I see that her spark is gone. 3 weeks later, after opening up about my story, I was overwhelmed by the insights I received, painful but valuable. To be clear, before her betrayal, our marriage was vibrant. We thrived on outdoor adventures, hiking, camping, rock climbing, traveling both near and far. Date nights were our tradition, and our physical connection was strong. The only real source of tension was her passion for nightlife, which I never shared. I never asked her to drop her whole circle of friends, just the man she betrayed me with. But their loyalty to him caused her isolation. She later admitted her former friends criticized her for cutting ties with him, brushing off his actions as just who he is. Now, our marriage feels empty. We've gone on a few hikes and dates, but rarely. Our intimacy has nearly vanished. She tries to reach out physically, but I struggle to respond. In a recent conversation, she reaffirmed her commitment to me and my rules, but confessed she doesn't feel worthy of making her own requests anymore. She fully owns her mistake and its fallout. I suggested couples therapy, and she instantly agreed. I'm willing to try, not out of hope, but because she's honored my conditions for over a year. Still, deep inside, I doubt trust will ever return. If therapy fails, I'm ready to walk away. One comment stuck with me. I never truly asked why she cheated. That's something I decided to explore in therapy. 3 months later, we've been in counseling for several weeks, struggling through the process of finding a therapist who fits us both. The conversations have been raw and painful. When I finally asked her why she betrayed me, she admitted it came down to curiosity. A friend had described her own encounter with the same man, and under the influence of alcohol, my wife gave in. She said regret hit her the moment she sobered up. Therapy helped me realize that my conditions weren't just about rebuilding trust. They were also a form of punishment. In one session, I admitted she had lived out my deepest fear, cheating with the one person I always suspected. After many sessions, I accepted the reality: trust will never return. That was the turning point. We've chosen to divorce. Financially, we're both secure, and with no kids or shared property, the split is straightforward. In truth, it feels like our marriage ended long ago.